Investigation is currently on to fish out those behind the Shinkafi riot. The federal government says the 774,000 jobs will kick off Tuesday. Nigerian military set to recruit 8,000 soldiers. On business, 10 power plants idles to discuss rejection and gas storage. On sport, Ronaldo set to break scoring record. And on the international scene, Niger declares national mourning over jihadist killing of 100 villagers. Hello and welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I am Ibrahim. Now the news in full. A town hall meeting was held in Shinkafi as part of ongoing efforts to determine the extent of damage caused to public and private properties as a result of riots in the area. Reports from the area indicated that on 2nd of January 2021, properties such as water processing factory worth 15 million naira, block industry worth 5 billion naira, and 3 residential apartments worth 50 billion naira were destroyed during the riot. The report also explained that on 3rd of January 2021, the State Commissioner of Police Abu Tiyaru led a team of detectives from the State Criminal Investigation Department to Shinkafi town to assess the level of damage done and also meet the Emir of Shinkafi and other critical stakeholders in the area. Our correspondent, Peter Philip, reports.
CP Abu Tiyaru, while at the Emir's palace, sympathized with the monarch for the wanton damage to his palace by the rioters, and assured that the police command has taken serious measures to ensure such dastardly act does not occur in any part of the state. He further promised that the culprits will be arraigned at the end of an ongoing investigation and warned the people to desist from taking law into their hand, but allowing the constituted authority to exercise its duty. On his part, the Emir of Shinkafi, Alhaji Mustafa Isa Makwashi, thanked the CP for his quick response to the incident and promised of his emirate continued support in everything that will promote security and safety of Shinkafi and Zamfara at large. The town hall meeting was attended by many prominent personalities of Shinkafi that include the local government chairman Alhaji Sani Galadima, Alhaji Sani Abdullahi, Wambang Shinkafi, traditional rulers, religious and community leaders among others. Serious security issues were extensively discussed. The CP solicited for continuous community partnership and enjoined armed non-state actors to embrace ongoing peace process and disarm. The team visited the various incident scenes and conducted scene of crime inquiries in furtherance of the ongoing investigation. The CP condoled the victims and assured them of diligent investigation and arraignment of whoever is found wanting before an appropriate court of law. That's the report. Peter Phillips reporting for SVTV News Gusau.
Zamfara State Investment and Property Development Company Limited has recorded remarkable achievement from August to December last year. Similarly, it has diversified effort aimed at generating more revenue for the overall development in the state. Addressing journalists in his office, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the company, Honorable Anas Hamisulawal, said it was no longer economically viable to solely defend the major share of the company. According to Anas, the shares of the company being owned by the state government has nothing to write home about, lamenting that the shares were depreciating instead of appreciating. Our correspondent, Sumaya Dosa, reports.
Honorable Anas maintained that based on this, they are now looking for other avenues of revenue generation. He stated that with the full support and encouragement from Governor Bello Muhammad Matawale, the company was now able to buy an estate of 3-bedroom house of 6 units in Abuja, which would be lashed out in this month, so as to generate more revenue for the state government. He also stated that the company has also purchased a benefiting hotel in Abuja, which will serve as a revenue-generating avenue. The managing director maintained that when he came on board, the company had no office accommodation, which he described as very shameful and diminishing, stressing how that within few days in office, he was able to secure an office accommodation. Lord unfolded other ways of revenue generation by the company, which would include the purchase of commercial vehicles for intercity service, purchase of farm product from the farmers to be exported to other countries. He also stated that the company would partner with small-scale businesses and entrepreneurs in order to boost the economy of the state and also generate more revenue. Sumaido, so reporting for Svtv News Gusau.
Similarly, the Zamfara state government invested 12.035 billion naira in real estate, gold and others under 1.5 years. Ibrahim, the special advisor on investment and public-private partnership to Zamfara State Governor Bello Muhammad Matawale, disclosed this on Monday. Addressing reporters in Abuja on the state's drives to investment, Ibrahim said the governor established the Investment and Public-Private Partnership Directorate and appointed her as special advisor to head the directorate, saying her appointment is yielding the desired results. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the takeoff of the Special Public Works Program, engaging 774,000 unemployed Nigerians to begin nationwide on Tuesday. Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, announced this on his verified Twitter handle. The minister said in a tweet that all NDE state structures are already on top gear for the takeoff ceremonies. This is coming after several postponements of the federal government. Reports said each of the 774,000 workers will earn 20,000 monthly for 3 months duration of the job, amounting to about 46.44 billion naira. The program, designed to employ 1,000 Nigerians from each of the 774 local government areas in the country, was initially scheduled to launch on October 4th last year, but ran into hedges following the power play between Keyamo and the Director General, National Directorate of Employment, Nasir Ladan, who was sacked last month. Also, the ministers are expected to launch the scheme in their respective states in collaboration with the government. The new year 2021 has begun in a sorrow and tears for the people of Birnin-Gwari local government area of Kaduna State. On Sunday, 3rd January 2021, armed bandits laid siege on innocent travelers at Zankoro along drained Birnin-Gwari-Kaduna Highway, killing 9 people, including 3 impacts that were on their way for a ceremony at Doka, Birnin-Gwari local government area. Similarly, the bandits came out on Monday, 4th January 2021 at the same Zankoro at about 9 a.m., shooting sporadically and abducted unspecified number of people and wounded 6 others that are now receiving treatment at Buruku along Kaduna Birnin-Gwari Highway. Our correspondent Samira Ibrahim reports.
In the last 2 weeks, bandits terrorizing the people of Birnin-Gwari, especially those traveling along Birnin-Gwari-Funtua, Birnin-Gwari-Kaduna highways, have become intensively aggressive as they continue to kill and abduct innocent citizens unabated. With dismay, Birnin-Gwari Progressive Union frowns at the seemingly laissez-faire attitude towards banditry in Birnin-Gwari area by the government at all levels. From December 20, 2020 to January 4, 2021, bandits have mercilessly terrorized the people of Birnin-Gwari, thereby kidnapping them at homes, farms and during travels. The bandits have ruthlessly been killing the people of Birnin-Gwari, and the Kaduna state government has evidently chosen to take off her eyes from their pathetic situation, at least by acknowledging cases of abductions and serial killings by the bandits as it does on other areas like Liri of recent. Hence, Birnin-Gwari Progressive Union tensely calls on Kaduna state government to note that cases of kidnappings and killings every day along Birnin-Gwari-Kaduna and Birnin-Gwari-Funtua highways are always taking place. The union said there are more than 40 abductees currently at the mercy of the bandits who were kidnapped between 20th December 2020 and Monday, 4th January 2021, and some of them have been reported terribly ill. That's the report. Samira Ibrahim reporting for Svtv News, Gusau.
Governor Professor Babagana Umar Zulum on Monday laid the foundation stone for the construction of AlAnsar University, which is expected to be not just the first privately owned university, but also tertiary institution in the state. Governor Zulum had 6 months back approved the allocation of 100 hectares of land in Maiduguri to AlAnsar Foundation, which is funding university projects at a site along Gobai Road in the Borno State capital. AlAnsar Foundation was established by its president, Dr. Muhammad Kari Dikwa, a retired federal permanent secretary and philanthropist. The university is taken off with 2 colleges in addition to other landmark structures necessary for administration and lecturing purposes. The governor, in his remarks at the groundbreaking ceremony, ordered construction of 2.3-kilometer road within the university, in addition to ongoing construction of the low aquifer borehole by the Borno State government in university sites. The Nigerian military will soon recruit 8,000 soldiers for counter-terrorism and an anti-banditry campaign. The chairman, Senate Committee on Nigerian Army, Senator Ali Ndume, made the disclosure at a media chat in Maiduguri, Borno State. Senator Ndume added that the Nigerian military counter-terrorism operation would curtail the activities of Boko Haram and other security challenges in 2021. In terms of numbers, instead of the normal recruitment of 4,000 or 6,000 soldiers at a time, they have asked the military to recruit about 8,000 soldiers. The new recruitments are undergoing training at Zaria and Falgore in order to beef up the number of troops, adding that as part of the efforts to tackle the prevailing security challenges, the Nigerian Army had taken delivery for more sophisticated equipment for its operations. He said that more arms and ammunition will soon be delivered, while a better welfare package to motivate the soldiers had already been provided by the federal government. Former Governor of Kano State and incumbent senator representing Kano Central, Senator Ibrahim has opened up on why Nigerians cannot have the desired change they want to see. This was, as he said, Nigerians are not doing the right thing to elect the right leaders from the ward level to the top of bringing about the leadership that will change the narrative of the nation. Senator Shekaro stated this during a media parley with journalists in Kano on Sunday. The senator also said ahead of the 2023 general election, common sense should prevail in who becomes the president and quality leadership should be the watchword. The Senate of AlAnsar University, Kano, on Monday approved the cancellation of 2019/2020 session for all undergraduate and postgraduate programs in the school. This is coming barely 2 weeks after the Academic Staff Union of University, ASU, suspended its 9-month-old strike across the public universities of the country. The cancellation was contained in a memo signed by the University Registrar Fatima Binta Muhammad. According to the memo, for undergraduates, new academic session will begin on January 18, 2021 as first semester, while the second semester will begin May 3, 2021. For the postgraduate, the semester slated January 18th as first semester, while the second semester will begin on June 1st. The Senate had also granted amnesty for postgraduate students who did not register within the time frame to do so before the session begins. The BUK Senate has also renamed the 2019/2020 session to 2020/2021. Nigeria on Monday recorded the highest figure of COVID-19 cases in a day since the outbreak of the disease in February 2020, as the Lagos state government issues a directive for schools to reopen. This was disclosed in a late-night tweet by the agency responsible for the management of the disease outbreak in the country. It revealed that a total of 1,204 new confirmed cases were reported from 20 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). Of the figures, Lagos State reported the highest number of infections in a single day, with 654 new cases. The Southwest State is followed by the FCT, Plateau, and Kaduna, where 260 and 54 new infections were confirmed. Similarly, Kano recorded 40, Rivers 30, Edo 28, Nasarawa 25, Kebbi 19, Bauchi 18, Oyo 13, Akwa Ibom 12, Bayelsa and Ogun State have 11 each. While cases less than 10 were reported include Delta 9, Abia 8, Benue 5, Imo 3, Borno 2, Sokoto 1, and Osun 1. The new figures brings to 91,351 to the total number of coronavirus cases confirmed in the country. Nigerians' recovery figures also rose to 75,699, while 1,318 deaths have been recorded in the 36 states and the nation's capital. The rise in death toll was a result of 4 more fatalities reported on Monday. And in our business updates, Samir Ibrahim has that package for us.
Welcome to Business Desk. 10 of the nation's 29 power plants sat idle on Monday on the back of low load demand by the distribution companies and gas constraints. According to data from the Nigerian Electricity System Operator, the total power generation in the country fell to 4,112.10 megawatts as of 6 a.m. on Monday, from 4,354.7 megawatts on Sunday. The data showed that generation capacity of 2,126.5 megawatts could not be utilized as of 6 a.m. on Monday as a result of the DISCO's load rejection and gas constraints. The idle plants were Apam 4 and 5, Olorun Sogo 2, Omotosho 2, Ihobo Barin, AES, ASCO, Rivers IPP, and Ebin ST6. The advisory power team in the office of the Vice President said on Sunday that the power sector lost an estimated 972 million naira on January 2, 2021 due to constraint from insufficient gas supply, distribution infrastructure and transmission infrastructure. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission said recently that DISCOs will be liable to capacity charge for failure to take their entire load allocation costs by constraint in their networks. The government-owned transmission company of Nigeria, which manages the national grid, is responsible for the allocation of load to the DISCOs. Where it is established that the TCN is unable to deliver load allocation, the TCN shall be liable to pay for the associated capacity charge. In a related development, 4 agencies under the Federal Ministry of Power have budgeted a total of 20.45 million naira for the fueling and maintenance of generators in 2021. And that's all on Business Desk. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Samira. And now, Sumaya Ibrahim with the sport updates.
Hello, I'm Sumaya Dosa and welcome to Sportex. Juventus forward Cristiano Ronaldo has overtaken Pele on the list of top goal scorers in the history of professional football. Ronaldo netted his 757th and 758th career goals in Sunday's 4-1 win over Udinese, moving him one ahead of Brazil legend Pele, who ranked up 757 official recognized goals during his career with Santos and New York Cosmos. Ronaldo is now one ahead of Pele as his 83rd goal for Juventus took him to 758 for club and country. The Portugal international set on 102 goals for his country, adding to the 450 he managed for Real Madrid, his 118 for Manchester United, and the 5 he managed during his time with Sporting SP. The record is currently held by Slavia Prague legend Joseph Bican, who ranked up 759 goals between 1931 and 1955 while playing across Australia and the Czech Republic. That means Ronaldo, who scored on 18 goals from 15 games so far this season, needs just 1 to tie the record and 2 to make it his own. And that's all on sport. Now back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Sumaya. And on the international scene, Niger on Monday declared 3 days of mourning and vowed to beef up security in the western border region where jihadists killed 100 villages. The Interior Minister, Alice Al-Hada, told AFP that the country declared 3 days of national mourning, and on security they are going to strengthen the presence of the frontier region with Mali, adding that the government would also launch forums to diffuse ethics tension. Scores of terrorists arrived by motorbike killed 70 people in the village of Choma, Bangwai, and 30 in Zarao Madari. According to a U.S. group, ACLED, which tracks the violence, it was the biggest massacre of civilians in the Sahel's 8-year-old history of Islamist unrest. Al-Hada, speaking by phone after a meeting of the National Security Council held by President Muhammadu Isufu, said troops' numbers would be increased to achieve greater saturation in the area. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Investigation is currently on to fish out those behind the Kashinkafi riot. The federal government says the 774,000 jobs will kick off Tuesday. Nigerian military set to recruit 8,000 soldiers. On business, 10 power plants added to discuss rejection and gas storage. On sport, Ronaldo sets to break scoring record. And on the international scene, Niger declares national mourning over jihadist killing of 100 villagers. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Ibrahim, I'm Ibrahim. Do have a nice day.